Welcome to This Explainer. We are jumping right into the microscopic world of your blood chemistry today to see exactly how different nuts act as these highly specialized agents to protect your heart. Seriously, if you've ever wondered how your diet interacts with your cardiovascular system on a purely cellular level, you are absolutely in the right place. Today, we're cracking open the fascinating biological science behind one of the most powerful, yet wonderfully simple dietary interventions we actually have available to us. So, let's start with this massive question. Can a simple handful of nuts actually improve your cholesterol levels and protect your heart? Well, science gives us a very resounding yes. But what's truly captivating here is the how. Science shows us that different nuts tackle cholesterol in completely different, fascinating ways. Some are specifically geared to lower your LDL, the bad cholesterol. Others are absolute experts at reducing triglycerides. And some actually help your body block the absorption of cholesterol altogether. It's not just some generic health benefit, it's targeted biological machinery at work. Section 1, Healthy Nut Anatomy and Cardiovascular Power. Let's dive right in and crack open the arsenal hidden inside these tiny packages. To understand how they fix your cholesterol, we first have to look at what they're actually made of. Most nuts contain this specific heavy-hitting team of nutrients. We're talking about healthy unsaturated fats, dense fiber, phytosterols, antioxidants, and some incredibly potent anti-inflammatory compounds. And here's the thing, these nutrients don't just sit there. They work together dynamically inside your body to reduce cholesterol absorption in your gut, clear out the bad stuff from your bloodstream, and even stop your liver from overproducing cholesterol in the first place. It's literally a highly coordinated, multi-pronged attack on a poor lipid profile. Moving on to Section 2, Cholesterol Bust, the nut roster. This is where we map these specific nuts to their unique biological superpowers. Let's kick things off with walnuts. Honestly, think of walnuts as the ultimate fat burners. What makes them so incredibly powerful is that they are exceptionally rich in alpha-linolenic acid, or ALA. That's a plant-based omega-3 fatty acid. When you eat walnuts, this ALA travels straight to your liver and activates specific metabolic pathways. It literally revs up your liver engine to increase fat burning and drastically reduce triglyceride production. By doing this, it decreases the release of VLDL particles. Those are the specific particles responsible for transporting triglycerides in your blood. The end result? Walnuts significantly drop both your LDL cholesterol and your triglyceride levels, making them one of the absolute best nuts for your overall cardiovascular protection. Next up, we have almonds. Now, if walnuts are the fat burners, almonds act a bit like master mechanics for your liver. They are packed with monounsaturated fats, especially one called oleic acid, alongside a great dose of fiber and vitamin E. And here is where the science gets amazing. These healthy fats actually improve the fluidity of your liver cell membranes. Because the membranes are more fluid, the LDL receptors on your liver function much more efficiently, acting almost like vacuums to pull more bad cholesterol directly out of your bloodstream. Meanwhile, the fiber in almonds goes to work in your intestine where it binds to bile acids. This forces your body to use up its existing cholesterol to manufacture more bile. It's this brilliant two-step process that consistently lowers your LDL cholesterol while preserving your healthy HDL cholesterol. And this brings us to another super fascinating biological mechanism, the art of deception. Enter pistachios. Pistachios contain compounds called phytosterols. Structurally, phytosterols closely resemble actual cholesterol. They're basically molecular imposters. When you digest pistachios, these imposters enter your intestine and actively compete with real cholesterol. Because they sneak in and take up the absorption sites, they effectively block the bad cholesterol from being absorbed into your body at all. Add in their healthy fats, antioxidants, and a low glycemic index, and pistachios become incredibly effective at lowering total cholesterol and improving your overall cholesterol to HDL ratio. Let's pivot to pecans and macadamia nuts. These two are extremely rich in monounsaturated fats. Their superpower lies in what happens when you use them to replace saturated fats in your diet. When you make that specific swap, your liver registers the change and actually slows down its own internal cholesterol production factory. It does this by reducing the activity of HMG-CoA reductase, which is the key enzyme your body uses to synthesize cholesterol. So, by eating pecans and macadamia nuts instead of fatty processed foods, you are literally telling your liver, at an enzymatic level, to stop producing so much cholesterol. This effectively lowers your total and LDL levels.
Finally, we've got peanuts. Okay, botanically speaking, peanuts are actually legumes, but nutritionally, they are the biological exception to the rule, acting just like tree nuts inside your body. They bring monounsaturated fats, fiber, and antioxidants like resveratrol to the table. But their true secret weapon is an amino acid called arginine. Arginine helps your body produce nitric oxide, which is absolutely vital for healthy blood vessel function. It helps keep your blood vessels relaxed and functioning smoothly. So while peanuts moderately reduce your LDL and triglycerides, they are simultaneously providing direct, highly targeted support for your vascular health.
Section 3, Core Mechanisms for Improving Lipids. It's time to pull all this incredible biology together to see the big picture.
It really all boils down to 3 core scientific mechanisms. Number 1, reduce cholesterol absorption. The fiber and those clever phytosterol imposters block cholesterol uptake right there in your intestine. Number 2, increase LDL clearance. Those healthy, unsaturated fats improve your liver's receptor activity, sweeping the bad cholesterol right out of your blood. And number 3, decrease cholesterol production. Replacing saturated fats with these healthy fats turns down the dial on your liver's cholesterol synthesis. It is a complete systemic upgrade to how your body handles lipids.
Which brings us to Section 4, Newt's Prescription and Actionable Guidelines. Knowing the science is only half the battle, right? Applying it is where the real transformation happens. So, the recommended daily amount to unlock these benefits is 30 to 45 grams. That's roughly 1 handful of nuts per day. But the details really matter here. Clinical guidelines strongly emphasize that these should be unsalted, raw, or dry roasted nuts. You definitely don't want to negate these incredible cardiovascular benefits by covering them in excess sodium, sugars, or unhealthy roasting oils. Just 1 pure, simple handful. But here is the catch. And honestly, this might be the single most important rule of the entire explainer. Substitution is the absolute key. You can't just add a handful of nuts on top of an unhealthy diet as extra calories and expect miracles. That's not how it works. You have to swap out the processed snacks, the chips, or the foods high in saturated fat and replace them with this handful of nuts. By making that specific substitution, you are removing the dietary triggers that harm your lipid profile while simultaneously introducing the exact biological agents that repair it. Knowing that this simple substitution is such a powerful step toward healthier cholesterol and a protected heart, I want to leave you with this final thought to ponder for your own daily routine. Take a hard look at your typical afternoon or evening habits. What processed snack or what source of saturated fat will you swap out for your daily handful of nuts today? The microscopic health of your heart is entirely in your hands. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer. And hey, here's to making smarter, science-backed choices for your cardiovascular health.